Hey everybody, it's me Joe, and I want to welcome you to my new YouTube video. In this video, I'm going to tell you 3 super important things that every English student needs to know. If you can understand these things and use these things, you can be super successful at learning English. Okay? Before I get to those though, I want to remind you to subscribe and hit that bell down below so that you can be notified when I put out a new video. So you can come and watch it and become super smart like me, okay? Okay, the first important thing that every English student needs to know is be consistent. So be consistent means you have to work at learning English every day, right? You don't have to work a long time. It's not hours and hours, but if you put in 20 minutes or 30 minutes every single day, that time adds up. So if you do it for a week, 2 weeks, a month, you will see great improvement in your English. But if you're not consistent, and I think that's true with a lot of students studying on their own, if you're not consistent, you do a little bit this week, a little bit next week, you're not going to improve very quickly, maybe not at all. That's why taking courses really helps a lot of students. Taking online courses, a lot of them, they provide, right? They provide materials to do every day. So you don't have to really make any decisions. Just click on the website and start doing what they tell you to do. Just like going to class in a real school, a real brick and mortar school. You show up, do what the teacher says, you will eventually get better. Okay, so that was the first thing, consistency. The second thing that every English student really needs to know is have fun. You're studying, you're reading, your listening skills, you're speaking, whatever you're working on, try your best to make it fun for yourself. If it's boring, like if you're just opening up some textbook or a grammar book and just trying to do exercise after exercise, it won't be interesting for you. It'll just be boring work. And if something's boring, your mind isn't turned on and you quickly forget it. But if it's interesting and it's fun, your mind remembers it better, okay? Think back to high school or middle school for yourself. Do you remember your boring classes? Do you remember all the information that the teacher tried to get you to remember? I know I don't. Boring classes, all that stuff is forgotten. It's gone. But think about your hobby. Think about some sport that you like. Perhaps you like soccer. And perhaps you have a favorite soccer player. You know their team, you know their number, you know their position, and you're never going to forget that stuff because it's fun and interesting to you. Okay? Try to make English, learning English, fun and interesting. Watch fun videos. For example, my students in my class at university the other day, we watched some magic tricks. Magic tricks are a lot of fun and they use English, right? So it was a lot of fun and they really enjoyed it. It was interesting. They remembered it. Reading. Don't just read anything. Put in some time and try and find something fun to read, okay? And when you're doing speaking exercises with a partner, try to talk about some fun things, right? Not just the weather. The weather's not so much fun, right? Talk about some fun things. You'll be more able to speak longer conversations and more engaged conversations. You will want to keep talking, and that will really help you. All right? The final thing that English students need to know and need to do is set goals. All right? A goal like just become better at English, it's not significant enough, it's not sharp enough, it's not distinctive enough. How do we know when we're better? What does better mean? But if you want to take a test and then increase your score a certain level, that could be a goal. Or you want to get to a certain amount of comfort. Or perhaps you want to be able to use your English right away and go on a trip somewhere, right? Whatever your goal is, set it and then work towards that goal. That could be studying at home. It could be taking courses online, anything, all right? But once you have a goal and you work towards it, then you can see mini goals all along, just baby steps all the way along until you reach whatever goal you set, okay? So those are 3 great things that can help you when you're learning English. And one last thing, if you check in the notes down below this video, you'll see a link to a couple of things that you might help you learn English. One of them is an online school, and one of them is email lessons, all right? So you can sign up to either one of those, and they can help you to get better at English, all right? I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, bye-bye.